Trump just announced his pick to replace Scalia on the high court. Who did he pick? He picked Judge Neil Gorsuch. Now, like many of you out there wondering, who on earth is this judge? What does he stand for? Is this good or is this bad? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 key things that are important for you to know about who Judge Gorsuch is. But before I get into these 5 things, let's look at what he's been up to lately. In 2006, President Bush appointed him on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit. That's where he's been residing as a federal judge for the last 10 years. His education consists of having an undergrad at Columbia University in New York. He got his JD at Harvard Law, and he got his doctorate and studied under the legendary John Finnis, who is an amazing natural lawyer and philosopher. All right, so the first thing you need to know about Judge Gorsuch is that he is an originalist. Just like Scalia, Judge Gorsuch believes that the Constitution is to be taken literally and the interpretation as plain as possible, meaning what the drafters intended then is how we're to interpret it today. Unlike people like Ginsburg, who believes that the Constitution is a living, breathing document, Judge Gorsuch believes that we are to take it as the framers intended, not in how they interpret it today. That's great news. The second thing you need to know about Judge Gorsuch is that he is a strong defender of life. This is awesome because I think a lot of evangelicals, a lot of Christians, a lot of conservative people have been wanting and praying and waiting to have a judge that is pro-life. The third thing you need to know about Judge Gorsuch is that he is a champion of religious freedom. Remember the case with Hobby Lobby? Judge Gorsuch made sure that the federal government was not infringing upon their religious convictions. The whole contraceptive mandate, he made sure that that didn't happen. He said essentially that they were an unconstitutional burden. And number 2, it just was bad law. And number 4, he is a great challenger against overcriminalization and federal regulation. You may be wondering, Jason, what do you mean by that? Limited government, baby. And number 5, Judge Gorsuch is a strong advocate for the 4th Amendment. Ever heard of something called due process? This is important because one thing that Judge Gorsuch has said in a lot of his rulings is even though as technology is advancing and we're catching more criminals, that's a good thing, but it can bring more risk of abuse of governments infringing and invading on our constitutional rights. So it's great to have a judge like Judge Gorsuch sitting on the high court. So those are 5 things you need to know about Judge Gorsuch. And the thing that I encourage you to do is continue to pray for him, continue to pray for our other justices, and pray that our nation will continue to uphold to the values and principles that this nation was built on. So there it is. Hopefully this has been helpful. Check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and pass the word along to your friends and your family. Thanks for watching.